Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Almost Daily Shush. I'm your host, Patrick. Tonight is episode 9 of the Almost Daily Shush, and it has been a fun ride. So far, as you can tell, nobody's off limits. But just so you know, that come with some blowback. You have some PUPs who vexed me because I mentioned them. And then some UDPs who vex Sarah because I mentioned them too. Now, like I can't win. Everybody say I bias, but the truth is, I just touch whoever is shushable. Well, just this morning, I get more people to reel up about the show. Yep. Moses Sulf, Ernesto Torres, and Parker Smith from BPP say I bias. According to them, it's unfair that I do not even acknowledge them during the show. And as a potentially legitimate option, they want to be included in the shushcussion as well. You don't believe that? My response, you have to get at least 500 votes in an election to be mentioned on the Almost Daily Shush. Otherwise, you need to purchase one advertisement slot. And just to put it out there, the price is not too bad, you know. It's actually cheaper than the combined total of the 5 banners you guys had up last elections. Well, now, it's time for our shush. Re-registration is big news, and we at the Almost Daily Shush will live up to our responsibility to give you information on the re-registration process. I broke it down for you. This doesn't matter if you have been registered for the last 20 years or 20 weeks, because starting July 1st, everybody have to register over. Obviously, that's why they think they call re-registration. If you have never been registered, then you just go and register along with everybody else. You are supposed to register at the place where you have been living for the last 3 months. And the big shush behind it all is that some politicians want to try to register a lot of people in one house so they could have sure voters in their constituency. For example, right now in our outside constituency in the city, 56 people register in this house. And one legitimate third party register 2 people in our entire apartment. Like, now he's the behind man. But you know how we Belizeans go. You make rules and we broke them. Anyway, if elections and boundaries find out, well, it might, backfire. In other news, earlier this week, the People's United Party took the Elections and Boundaries Department to court to contest the results of the municipal election in San Pedro town. As you may be able to recall, the PUP came only 50 votes short of defeating the UDP in San Pedro. No, I'm not sure if that's 50, that's to say, right? And are now claiming that some sort of hanky-panky occurred. Needless to say, politics in Belize is tit for tat. So, the UDP don't retaliate. They are now challenging the results of their own Belize City Municipal Convention, claiming that if Philip Willoughby may beat Dion Leslie, the UDP may win Belize City. That sounds more like infighting to me. But who am I? I'm just a messenger. Oh, and since I feel like I should mention BPP now, the legitimate third party, let's just say that they are up to a lot lately. On Wednesday, they finally released a portion of their manifesto for the 2008 general election. Their motto, the rest is yet to come. And in final news related to municipalities, on Monday night, someone or some group opened fire on the home of the mayor of Belmopan, Khalid Belail. Speculations are high at this time, but I hear 2 leashes. The first one, I hear that the squatter were recently evicted from public lands in Belmopan may have had something to do with it. Now, if this is true, it's obviously a serious matter, and we can't tolerate that. Serious Belize, we have to come better than that. And the second shush, which is definitely more believable, is that it was a case of mistaken identity. Apparently, an avid Boston Celtics fan mistook the mirror for Kobe Bryant and wanted to settle a long-standing grudge. Look at this side-by-side mirror and Kobe and judge for yourself. Believable, right? In any event, we genuinely hope that this incident is not repeated, regardless of who the victim is. And in my final news for tonight, I have to mention NEBL playoffs, which are taking place right now. Across the country, the basketball teams enjoy new facilities, but without a doubt, the Civic Center are the cream of the crop. And any game we get play there, with a different level of excitement. Well, some people in love with the new arena, some in love with modeling their Sunday best outfits, and some genuinely just like basketball. My favorite part are the advertisements for the games. Look on this one.
Watch night is here, so beware, because there's gonna be a lot of slow, sancty singing, flowers bringing, teeth gnashing, eyes and nose running, as the smart police hurricanes buries the Dangraga Dream Ballers once and for all.
Talk about the be competitive. I just hope the team will make that commercial, not end up they lose, because they might end up to get buried right there at Civic. I like it though, I like it. All right, folks. That's it for tonight's news. And now we go for a short commercial break. But stay tuned because we will be right back with what you best about today and the official release of Rasbeard's hot new single, Dry Pies. Good night, viewers. Welcome to tonight's edition of Foreign News. I am your host, Patrice. Patrick, I have a very important announcement to make at the end of this segment. And I want to get back to no jealous. But let me start off with the foreign news. Patrick, this year one critical for a lot of we Belizeans. President Trump issued a memorandum on Friday to officially end the catch and release system. What is it? Well, when they may catch illegal immigrants at the border crossing, they would release them from detention until a case get processed. Well, President Trump also pushed the catch and release remix. He catch the immigrants from US soil and then he released them to prison or back to their home country. That no sound too good for people where they try to make it into the US to find a better living. But on the bright side, maybe they send back my childhood best friend, and me sound bad. Patrick, I now come to you from the UN, because this one involves a whole lot of countries. You remember I may tell you how the US canceled the nuclear deal when they had with Iran? And you know, say, Venezuela, they face one lot of sanctions from the US and their allies? Well, all of that foreign drama, they hurt we the Belize. Since Iran and Venezuela are big oil-producing countries, sanctions cause them to not be able to sell as much. And the way supply and demand work, yup, you guessed it, we take Bokut. It caused gas prices to go up all over the world. For me, personally, that means I have to cut back on a lot of foreign trip. Next up, you remember I tell you how Trump and North Korea leader they turn body. Well, it seems like their romantic date is in jeopardy now. The North Korean leader, they threatened to cancel the face-to-face meeting
saying that the US and South Korea need to cancel for their date. That's a real love triangle. And me no want to get mixed up in that. Me prefer one-on-one, decent, respectful relationships. Me that world school. And I know how things watch right now. And now, my big surprise. No get jealous, but I dey travel to Windsor Palace in England this weekend. Yup, I have my invitation for go to the royal wedding. Prince Harry and his lovely fiancée Meghan Markle, they tie the knot. And it will be a pretty big deal. But no worry, next week our update whole I believe will happen. Our come back with videos, interviews, celebrity tracker, and more. And that's it for our news tonight. Goodbye, viewers, and back to you, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrice, you handsome devil. Man, I kind of beg surreal after having a talk with the producer why I couldn't be the one to get sent to the royal wedding and then get sponsored for a lead dollar van. Anyway, on Tuesday, I asked you to comment on our Facebook page to tell us which make you more begs. When somebody thief your good clothes off of the line, or when you accidentally call somebody and waste up a credit. And the results are in. And it turned out people more begs when they waste their phone credit. And the response that stood out most came from Tanya, who said she no mind go naked, but credit are like gold these days. And I ain't got no follow-up comments to that one there. So we enjoy that one. So we have one poll for next week. So we get no more begs. When your bus broke down on your way home, or when a lead drizzle make you lose the cable service. I want to monitor your comments on Facebook. Well, it's time to hear what you begs about today. Now, it seems that the one thing we get Belizean happy, that the same thing we get people begs. Food. This Facebook user posted, "Today, I made a feel for some rice. So I ordered a stew beans with white rice and oxtail from I know this leaf food job always take long to deliver. So I put in my order for 11, hoping I get it by 12. Well, my plans they get right up after the friggin' drama will end up they happen. 12:30 come and no food yet. So I call him to find out what happened and then apologize and say the food they left soon. And I could have expected in 5 minutes. Whole of half hour more pass and no food no reach yet. Even them the plant the rice. So now 1 o'clock come and gone. My whole lunch break done gone. I hungry no and nothing. So I just give up and gone back to my desk. Hear this now. Big 1:30 in the afternoon. The sun done the get ready for set. Then finally show up with my food. I pray to God for the strength for no cuss. So I just take my food and pay for it. Like I say, my lunch hour me done end. So I had to hide in the supplies room to eat my lunch. When I opened my plate, I couldn't believe the when they sent big one for the whole food mixed up. I don't know if the delivery man may get chased by police or may do wheelie. But he turned my white rice and stew beans into white rice and beans oxtail soup. It looked like somebody done me the digestive food for me. I had to stay in the room for a whole 300 minutes to meditate and calm down my nerves. Never again in my whole life then I get another shilling from me. I don't know, just wow. I could visualize that delivery man 2-hour journey to drop off your food. And that, my friends, is how you end up with rice and beans and oxtail soup. I hope you never had a juice too, because then it may be orange flavored rice and beans and oxtail soup. Man, I think you need to go visit the ombudsman and ask to talk to the director of Bexness resolution so you could get some justice. That passed the mark. Which in the man who have figured out a better way for that wheel to anyway. You know, practice, man. Moving on. Somebody real about the uncovered sidewalks downtown Belize City. The person posted this to Facebook. Damn, who responsible for these? The Belize City Council? I have to dodge about a dozen on the way to work. Definitely won't pay nobody bills if anybody mess up their leg or so. It looks so bad, especially because it is in the main area of the city where people traffic a lot. Needs to be dealt with ASAP though. Alright. Now, if you are like me, you would understand how embarrassing it is for dropping a drain. Especially during high tide. All kind of imported mud in a den the drain. But seriously though, the uncover holes can be very dangerous. If you drop in a one, you might end up with a PG. People vex about that for a while now, so I hope they could deal with that. Next up, someone submitted this to our Shush hotline. I'm not sure how I could have helped, but make we see. Why Belmopan so boring? To make this be the capital of the country, this is a place that was damn shame. No life after 5 that evening, and not even mention my weekend. Lad, Sundays I have a peep out of my window to make sure zombie apocalypse never happen and skip me. Everybody complain about Belize City dangerous, yet nobody make proper investments in the capital to bring some life here. I too poor for make any investment, but uno people who listen, try something, man. Alright. All I could say is, the grass not really green up on the other side. Belize City might seem entertaining, but that really does sound like a police siren. You probably think that our DJ they go off for the sound effects, but no. Stay right upon and enjoy a long life. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for, the world premiere of my hit single, Dry Pies. This track comes after a series of complaints made against meat pies. I had to express my feelings, so take a look.
Yeah! Rustbeard in the building, Colorblind original. This one goes out to everybody with empty heart and empty belly because of empty meat pie. Dry pies, even tears, even my heart cries, but who cares? The cross nights but inside full of air. Call the ombudsman but him don't really care. Why does it have to be this way? Can't get no meat or some gravy. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. I buy me 2 meat pie, and I think it would have full up I and I. But then I start to cry. They say me alone empty meat pie. Why does it have to be this way? Can't get no meat or some gravy. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. More fire. Boop, boop, boop. Meat pie, fi full, like your belly and your heart. Colorblind multimedia. Oh.
Alright. And I want to explain how much takes I had to do for that. I can't me myself when I laugh. But I know it be a hit, so I hope you don't mind that I practice my acceptance speech front on, right? Alright. I just want to shout out Coral Bryan for believing in me, Sean for editing my voice after I sounded like a crying duck, and all my fans for using my songs as their new ringtone. It means the world to me. Look out for my album, Meat Pies, Pizza, and other disappointing food, set to release this summer. It will be special. Anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoy that. Look out for it on Facebook. That's it for Beck's Nest for tonight. Kindly stay tuned as we go for our last commercial break. We will be right back.
Good night, viewers, and welcome to this week's edition of The Weekend Vibes. I'm your host, Tamar, and as usual, I'm here to let you know of the hot parties, events, and family-friendly functions that are coming up. So last weekend was certainly a special one, with Mother's Day activities and specials all over the country. Well, this weekend won't have as many options, but it is a long weekend, so there is still plenty to do. Hyping up Belize City all weekend long is Music Week, brought to you by the Office of the Music Ambassador and taking place at the Civic Center. It all starts off tonight at 7 p.m. with the Digicel Mega Stage featuring Super G, Ernestine Carballo, Coconut Boy, and others. And on Friday night is the Belican Mega Stage where TY, Deja, Stig, Russ Indio, and other local talents will rock the building. Music Week closes off on Saturday night with a massive lineup. Grammy-nominated rapper Designer, hip-hop and dancehall sensation King Costa, Big Bang, Marlon Vanson, and others will be performing live on the Farid Ahmad Megastage. This is literally Belize's own version of Coachella, to be hosted by DJ Dalla and Miss Belize Universe, Rebecca Rath. You don't want to miss this one. 3-day passes to Music Week start at $35 and can be purchased at the ticketing booth at the Civic Center. Following the Digicel Mega Stage on Friday night, the Civic Center will be buzzing once again as playoff basketball continues. A Belize City team takes on out-district rivals, so you can expect tension to be high as well as home court support to be amplified. On Friday night, Club Elite will be rocking until pre-sunrise, so you can go out for a marathon of dancing, especially since you can rest and recover on Sunday and on Monday. They will be having $2 drink specials on Lighthouse Beers and Travelers Liquors, sponsored by Bowen & Bowen and Travelers. Entry will be just $10, so a night of fun at Elite won't hurt your pockets. In addition to their unbelievable $2 drink specials, Club Elite will be kept buzzing by some of Belize's best DJs in a club setting that is always picture perfect. Club Elite is located right inside the Ramada Belize Princess Hotel. Down south in Placencia, you can look out for Deja, who will be performing live on Saturday night inside Street Feet. #Minawa Your Man. Up north in Orinjoak, the High Five Pub and Nightclub is once again the place to be. The music, environment, and drink specials will combine to give you a night to remember. And folks, in case you were wondering, clubbing isn't your only option, of course. There is the cinema, which will be open all weekend, Mayan ruins, and other breathtaking destinations that can spark your next road trip, and beautiful islands that are accessible via water taxi. For those who take adventure seriously, have you ever considered paintball battle? There's a relatively new paintball adventure zone in Ladyville, and while you may leave with some bruises or anger towards your friends, you should definitely have fun. So like I said, this weekend won't be as activity-filled as last weekend for obvious reasons, but clearly you still have many options. Again, I strongly recommend that you visit the Music Week function where you can support Belize's most talented musical artists. Be safe and have an enjoyable long weekend. Thanks for joining me tonight. I will see you soon. Patrick, back to you.
That's it for our show tonight. We will be back next Thursday, May 24th at 8 p.m. You can check out our old episodes, view behind the scenes footage, and get to contribute to our show by following us on Facebook and Instagram at Colorblind Multimedia. Be sure to give us a like and please leave your comments. Want us to feature your shush or Bexness? Simply send a text or WhatsApp message to our shush hotline at 636 36. I always enjoy reading them. Until next time, folks, goodbye.